So this lesson is going to be finding how to find intercepts from tables and graphs. So our first part of this course is going to be finding x and y intercepts. So off of a graph, it is very simple. You just mainly need to know that the x-axis is the horizontal axis, the y-axis is the vertical axis. When we are trying to find out what the x and y intercepts are, we just look to see where they're crossing their respective axis. So, if we're looking for the x-intercept, we're looking for where it's crossing the x-axis, and we write down what the coordinate is. So, that is crossing at 4, so the x-intercept is at 4 on the x. It is not moved vertically from that axis, so it is 0 for y. Okay, y-intercept. We're looking for where it's crossing the y-axis. It has not moved off of this axis to the left and right, so the 0 is the x value. The y, it has moved down 3 from the origin, so it is -3. So 4, 0 is the x-intercept, 0, -3 is the y-intercept. Same thing, look at this on the second graph here. This point is 1 to the left of the origin, so it is -1 for the x. It is on the x-axis, so the y value is 0. Then for the y-intercept, we're looking for where it's crossing there. It's up 2 from where we started, so there's been no horizontal change, so 0 is the x value. And then the y value is 2. So, when we have to sum this up a little bit, if we look at this, that means the x-intercept will always be some number and then 0. And the y-intercept will always be 0, then a number. Okay? So, that is what we're going to look for next when it comes to tables of values. So, when we're looking for a table of values, looking at a table of values, you're looking for these things here to show up in the table. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Okay, so in the case of this, it is going to show up. So the x-intercept is where y is 0. Well, y is 0 right here. So -3, 0 is your x-intercept. Your y-intercept is where x is 0. So that one is 0, 3. Now, tables don't always have to be vertical. They can also be horizontal. So, if it's horizontal, x is always on top, y is always on bottom. So, x-intercept, we're looking for where y is 0. So, y is 0 here. So, the x-intercept is 2, 0. And then the y-intercept is when x is 0. So that is 0, -4. So that's how you find x and y intercepts based off of graphs and tables.